watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Hi there. Today is Monday, June 5th, 2023. I'm Missy Kohler. Thanks for watching News 25. Police chased an armed suspect who was holding a hostage, and News 25 was on scene.
A police chase and tense standoff between the Nye County Sheriff deputies and an armed suspect who was holding a hostage took place over the weekend on Saturday. Deputies pursued the suspect in a red Subaru on Pahrump Valley Boulevard and Mance Road. The suspect eventually barricaded himself inside a trailer around the area. It was reported that the suspect threw his gun during the pursuit, and deputies negotiated with the suspect to surrender. It was reported that he was holding a woman hostage inside the trailer. Eventually, the male suspect was apprehended and is now in custody of the Nye County Detention Center. The female victim was unharmed in this standoff situation.
There was a vehicle fire Saturday on Leslie Street. News 25 reporter David Preston has the story.
A small truck fire happened over the weekend on Saturday. The engine compartment of the vehicle erupted in flames over on Leslie Street at McMurray Drive. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, along with Nye County Sheriff's Office, arrived on the scene and quickly extinguished the fire. It was reported that the driver of the small truck walked away from the scene shortly after it caught fire and was not around when first responders showed up on the scene. Leslie Street was closed down around the vehicle fire for a short while. The truck was completely destroyed in the fire. According to the fire captain, there were no injuries and no extensions.
There was a structure fire on Friday evening on Melissa Lane, and News 25 was there.
A structure fire erupted on Friday evening on Melissa Lane near Jean Avenue. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue was on the scene along with Nye County Sheriff's deputies. The structure is unoccupied and was fully consumed by flames. There was also a storage container and a trailer on the property, but were not affected by the fire. According to witnesses at the scene, the fire has taken a while to control. According to Fire Chief Scott Lewis, there were no reported injuries, and the cause of the fire is still under investigation.
A brush fire erupted over the weekend that may have allegedly been caused by an older man who fled the scene.
There was a brush fire that happened on Saturday night on Rusty Drive near Panorama Road. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue responded to the scene. According to the report, an older gentleman in a truck fled the area who may have allegedly started the fire. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue is currently investigating the cause of this fire. There were no injuries.
A local man was arrested after allegedly calling police when there was no emergency.
On May 30th, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies were dispatched to Mitchell Glover's residence after he allegedly called 911. Upon arrival, Glover allegedly reported that an unknown male was in his room and, according to the declaration of arrest, allegedly began to ramble on about other things. Officers then asked Glover several times what the emergency was until Glover allegedly answered, "There is no emergency." When informed that he was under arrest and ordered to turn around and place his hands behind his back, Glover allegedly fled and tried to run inside his house. Glover was then shortly caught after and arrested and charged with unlawful use of the emergency phone number and resisting a public officer.
When we come back, we'll recap the Miss Pahrump pageant. Stay with us.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
And welcome back. After 2 weeks of rehearsals, one of the 12 pageant contestants was crowned the 2023 Miss Pahrump. KPVM recorded the entire evening.
This is the moment of intense anticipation in which one contestant will reign as Miss Pahrump 2023, this young woman will represent our community in a variety of events throughout the coming year and serve as a role model for our youth. Miss Pahrump 2023, our winner is number 9, Taylor Brown.
Over the weekend, our local Miss Pahrump pageant took place at Saddle West. They would like to give a big shout out to their sponsor, Saida Trudeau, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. And KPVM would also like to remind you that a comprehensive video of the pageant is available through our station. You can call 775-727-9400, or you can email admin@kpvmtv to order. Miss Pahrump 2022 McKenna Cunningham took her last walk of her reign and crowned the 2023 Miss Pahrump Taylor Brown. As our new Miss Pahrump, Taylor was also awarded the Talent Award. To start off Taylor's court, her first attendant is Adelaide Bosquet, who also won the Director's Award, Casual Wear, and Formal Wear Awards. The second attendant of her court is Lucy Smith. To continue on with the awards, Taylor Hastings won Miss Congeniality, and Caitlin Hansen won the Onstage Question Award and the Photogenic Award. KPVM would like to wish our new Miss Pahrump, Taylor, and her court an amazing year to serving the community.
My past year was awesome. It was very eventful. We did a lot of community service. It was just an amazing year. We really gave back to the community, and I'm so proud and happy and content with what we did. My favorite trip this year was when we went to Carson City. That was like my favorite trip, and I can't wait to go back there again with my family.
Now I'm like shocked right now, and I'm super excited for this year, and I just can't wait. My talent was a contemporary piece to Game of Survival, and I love it because I get to do all these cool tricks and things I love because dance is my passion. We were preparing and practicing everything, so we looked really good on stage, and I'm so proud of everybody, and I'm so excited to reign with my court this year.
If you'd like your very own DVD copy of this pageant, just contact us here at KPVM at 775-727-9400. The Community Pantry Share Village Las Vegas has reached a milestone when it comes to helping those in need.
Arnold Stalk, founder of Share Village Las Vegas, announced a milestone that the pantry distributed over 250,000 pounds of food from January 1st, 2023 to June 1st, 2023. Powered by 3 Square Regional Food Bank and Feeding America, this is a 40% increase over the same period last year. The Share Village Community Pantry was established as part of the Share Village Las Vegas mission to provide essential resources and services to individuals and families who are homeless or at risk of becoming homeless. Through their partnerships with the local organizations such as 3 Square Regional Food Bank, Feeding America, and local businesses, Share Village Las Vegas is able to provide nutritious food, water, and other necessities for people in need throughout the community. The pantry provides free groceries to anyone in need of assistance. It is open twice weekly on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 a.m. until 10 a.m. at 50 North 21st Street, Las Vegas. In addition to providing groceries through their pantry, Share Village also offers personal and feminine hygiene supplies and pet supplies, and happily accepts donations of these items from individuals and businesses throughout the valley. For more information about how you can help, or if you need assistance, please visit sharelasvegas.org or download the Share Village Las Vegas mobile app.
Nevada State Parks is launching an online reservation option.
Nevada State Parks will launch an online reservation system later this year. The system is called Reserve Nevada. It will launch in September and will give prospective visitors the chance to buy day pass uses, book campsites and cabins, purchase annual passes, and make special event reservations. Valley of Fire State Park, just northeast of Las Vegas, will be the first park to take reservations, followed by Big Bend of the Colorado River, located near Laughlin, and Washoe Lake State Park, south of Reno, in October. The remaining reservable sites are expected to be online by the end of the year. For more details, visit parks.nv.gov.
Coming up, all the latest in sports, so stay with us.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. Here's Mikey with your sports report.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports. Stanley Cup Finals. Saturday night was Game 1. All Golden Knights, final score 5-2. Let's check out this save by Aiden Hill. Simply amazing. Tonight, Game 2 at 8 o'clock from T-Mobile Arena. Speaking of the Golden Knights, they're playing in the 2024 Winter Classic, facing off against the Seattle Kraken in the New Year's Day outdoor game in Seattle at T-Mobile Park, where the Seattle Mariners play baseball. Las Vegas Aviators, they were wearing their throwback jerseys yesterday, so technically the Las Vegas Stars beat the El Paso Chihuahuas. Final score, 7-6. They play the River Cats in Sacramento all week long starting tomorrow. Las Vegas Aces, they're undefeated. They beat the Indiana Fever yesterday, 84-80. They play the Connecticut Sun tomorrow night in Connecticut at 4. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thanks, Mikey, and go Knights go. June 1st through the 7th is CPR and AED Awareness Week. According to the American Heart Association, immediate CPR can double or even triple a person's chances of survival after a cardiac arrest.
9 out of 10 individuals who have cardiac arrest actually die, and that's because we can't get to them fast enough to provide adequate CPR or defibrillator in a timely fashion.
Dr. Tamina Singh is a cardiologist for Cleveland Clinic. She says CPR is a very simple process. The first step is to make sure the scene is safe and call 911 or send someone for help if possible. Next, check the person's vitals. If they are unresponsive and not breathing, it's time to perform CPR. They should be laying flat on their back. You're then going to put one hand over the other on the middle of their chest and start doing compressions 100 to 120 times per minute. Be sure to push down 2 inches every time. Dr. Singh says you don't have to worry about mouth-to-mouth breathing. Research has shown it is no longer necessary. Besides CPR, it's also important to know how to use an AED, or automatic external defibrillator. The device can be found in many public places like schools, stores, and offices.
You just turn it on and the device actually tells you exactly what to do, which is basically placing pads onto the person's chest. The device will identify whether or not the rhythm that the patient has is one where an electrical shock can actually revive them or make them responsive again. And then if that's really indeed the case, all you have to do is press a specific button on the device to do so.
Dr. Singh says both adults and children should know how to do CPR. There are many classes available both in person and online. Pat Lemming from Never Forgotten Animal Society is here to tell us about 2 sister dogs ready for adoption.
Today's Rescue a Pet segment is brought to you by Realty Executives in Action. Put the team at Realty Executives in action for you.
This is Pat with Never Forgotten Animal Society, and I am here right now with 2 sisters by the name of Callie and Hannah. They are mini Australian Shepherds. They're approximately 6 years old. If possible, we would like them to go together, but if that's not possible, they're ready to go to their new homes. They have been spayed, they have all their vaccinations, rabies, and microchips, so they're ready to go home today. Their adoption fees are $250, and no appointment is necessary to come see them. We are located at 3091 North David Street in Pahrump, Nevada. Our phone number is 775-537-8674, and these girls are ready to be seen anytime, so you're welcome to come in. No appointment is necessary. The lighter one is Kelly, and the darker one is Hannah. And as I said, they're sisters, and they are mini Australian Shepherds, and they're available here at Never Forgotten Animal Society anytime you would like to come by. No reservation necessary. Thank you.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
It got quite breezy out there this afternoon. Taking a look at the Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's weather cam. Look at that tree blowing. John's coming up with the latest weather forecast and he'll fill us in.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios and worldwide on that local BTV app. The app's so good I should be able to stop talking about it. Don't you think? Fernley sees 83 degrees today, 84 out there in Fallon. Carson City up to 82. They're aspiring to be all that there is. But Tonopah, you pretty much got there at 78. You're the Cool Spot Award winner. Congratulations. 81 in Goldfield. Beatty saw 93. Wow, it's really some sweating donkeys out there. 100 degrees in Amargosa makes you the hot spot. In Las Vegas, poolside, 95 degrees. Get a mojito. Perfect. Out in Death Valley, 108 degrees. Getting a little spicy out there. But here in the Paradise of Pahrump, let's take a look. Current temperature is 94 degrees. A little earlier, 97. Nice hot temperature for a high today. I guess we aspired to and made it. All right. Sun rose this morning at 5:26. Setting this evening just before 8 bells. It'll be 7:58 as that sun goes into the ocean. And we head for our low tonight of 63 degrees under mostly clear skies. Should be some good star watching tonight. A couple clouds to just kind of make things interesting for you visually. And that wind continues out of the southeast to 17 miles per hour. Does it blow into tomorrow? A little bit. It's starting to back off actually a little bit. The average wind speeds throughout the weekend will be about 14, 13 miles per hour. We see clear skies tomorrow, clouds joining us and staying for the rest of the week, but no, not really producing any rain situations throughout the week. Temperatures pretty much hanging into the upper 80s and mid 80s. We get down to 84 next Sunday, Monday, but it's kind of a good weekend looking forward weather-wise. Making some plans already. I hope you are too. All right, back to the desk. Here's Missy.
Thanks, John. The 2023 Pahrump Valley High School graduation DVDs are just about completed. If you want to purchase your own DVD copy of the graduation, just contact us here at KPVM 775-727-9400. Well, that's going to wrap things up for us tonight. Thank you so much for watching News 25. I'm Missy Kohler. Have a great night.